Awesome, awesome. Hey everybody, I am Monique Derwin. I am the Integrative Mind Body Coach, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mindless chatter. This is part 2 of the series. Last week is already up in YouTube and it is live, and the replays have been sent out. If you did not get that and you would like to find it, shoot me a message, let me know, put something in the comments here, and I can get you all set up with that so that you have access to it. So, the main part that I want to talk about this week is how our thoughts actually create physical pain. And so, the mindless chatter can create the anxiety, the depression, the back pain, the neck pain, the headaches, things like that. And so, we can do things different. We don't have to stay in pain. This doesn't have to be a life sentence. You can actually conquer, release, remove, shift, change, whatever you want to call it. We can physically stop the pain by using our brain. And the first time I heard that, I thought it was crazy first that anybody actually said that. And then I wasn't sure how you do it. And so I got very confused and wrapped up in that, which sent me down a rabbit hole for many, many, many years. And for many years, I researched how to stop pain using different protocols, modalities, programs, and it created more drama. The more that I researched, the more information my brain had, and the more it chattered. And the more knowledge that was there, and the less I was getting the results, the more frustrated I became. The more frustrated I became, the more the pain came on. Do y'all know what I mean? Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. If you hear me, if you know what I'm saying. If you have been in a place where you have been trying to stop pain and anxiety, and it has actually gotten worse, right? You're in it right now. I know it's so hard. It's so hard. And I remember that. And it's up and down, up and down, up and down. And it feels nonstop. And it's exhausting. And I want to offer some support around that. There's a way to do life that it doesn't have to be this fast-paced, aggressive frustration, this anger. The anxiety doesn't have to take us out. The depression doesn't have to keep us in bed. And the pain doesn't have to stop you from living. And I say that with the most compassion, because I was someone who packed a bag for the weekend and had to carry an extra suitcase because I needed all of these tools and products so that I could survive the weekend. I would have everything from inserts and special shoes to blister pads, ice packs, heating pads, deep blue, very specific tools that were for fascia and scraping the tissue, things that I literally carried in my purse and my bag all the time, just in case I had pain. And this is on top of the prescriptions, the injections, and the braces that I was already taking and using on a daily basis. I remember walking in Las Vegas and going into a store and having to buy special shoes and blister pads to walk, to be able to walk. Now, mind you, this was 14 years ago. So I'm 42 now. what is that? 38 years old? No, 28 years old. 28 years old. At 28 years old, on vacation, I had to go to the store and buy new shoes to be able to walk, literally to be able to put one foot in front of the other, because my feet hurt so bad that I couldn't walk. And my brain kept telling me I was too young to feel this, that I shouldn't have had these problems, that I was trouble for my husband, that I was taking away from his fun, that I had to stop and get medicine and shoes and these random patches to put on my feet so that I could move my body. Why? Why? My brain was believing everything it had been taught, and my body was feeling everything that my brain was saying. Your mind will absolutely believe everything that your body says, that your brain says. So everything that your brain says, your body will feel and it will believe. And so my brain was telling my body that my feet were a mess, that I was so much trouble, that I was causing chaos for everybody around me. It was a problem. I was a problem. I was too young for this. This shouldn't happen. I was prepared for this. My feet shouldn't be hurting, right? All the things. This was every time I went somewhere. There were years that I did not participate in the yoga groups, the outside things, because if I got outside, my allergies acted up. And I was already taking medication and getting the allergy shots, y'all. And it was awful. If I got in the sun, I would burn. If I got in the grass, I would itch. Everything that I wanted to do and be a part of, my brain said I couldn't. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't small enough. I wasn't tall enough. I wasn't quick enough. I had all the reasons why I couldn't do the thing. And I really wanted to be a part of these things. And so it felt very restricted. It felt very sad that I couldn't do the thing that I loved, that I wanted to do, be a part of. I couldn't go be a part of the group. I had to be alone because sick girls don't get to do that kind of stuff. Girls that have pain can't really do that stuff. People that roll their ankles when they just walk across the yard, me, all the time. I just saw a memory on Facebook come up and it says, I wonder how many times you can tear a ligament in your ankle. I want to say that was probably the 8th or 9th time that I had been put into a boot for months. When I tore the ligaments in my ankle, I didn't tear one ligament. I tore all 3 every single time, 3rd degree. And it was painful and it was awful. And I tried everything from chiropractors and PT to the medicine that the doctors gave me, y'all, down to putting peppermint oil on it. Like, I tried everything. I researched why my ligaments didn't heal. I did all the things that told me. I got certified in kinesiology tape, right? I'm a therapist. If there was a tool, if there was a protocol, if there was a new program, I learned it. I got it. I got certified in it. I did it to people. I did it to myself. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And I did this for years and years and years. And the more I tried, the less it worked. You know what I mean? So doing this over and over and over again finally led me to a completely different approach. I know you've all heard me talk about it. If you've been in my world for a while, this isn't new to you. But for those of you who've not met me or been around me or worked with me, I went all in on the integrative approach. And this protocol was mind-blowing. It was a very different way of doing life. So I was able to take all of this information and this knowledge and these courses and these certifications that I had, right? I didn't lose any of that. I brought it all in together. I took the best parts of all the trainings that I've had. Over 25 years of trainings. I've been touching physical bodies since 1998 when I went to be a hairdresser. And I learned so much from being behind the chair. And I took all of this information and I integrated it differently. And I really started working with people in a different level, a different way than I had before. See, as a hairdresser, you told me all your stories. I knew all about your husbands, your mother-in-laws, your debt, your weddings, your funerals, your fears, your worries. You told me all that. As a nail tech, we got real intimate because we were about this far from each other at the nail desk, and you told me all your stories. And I've listened, and I've heard, and I've cared. And when you went back home, your pain came back. And you'd come back and you'd sit with me. And then I became an esthetician and a barber. And then I became a massage therapist and a craniosacral therapist and a yoga instructor. And not necessarily in that order, but I kept layering in things. And I kept trying to help clients. And they kept coming to my table. And I'd trigger point them. And I'd do all of this work on their physical body. I'd work with their nervous system, their body, their mind, everything. You'd go home and you were great. Until your husband walked in the door, or your mother-in-law called, or your kids showed up with some kind of report card that you didn't like, or the tire was flat, right? And then the mindless chatter comes in, and it all comes back. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Do you ever just look outside and you're like having a great day and like everything's fun, and then the phone rings or the door opens or you open Facebook and you go into a whole different sensation? Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Does anybody do that? Do you ever jump in and out of emotion where you feel really good and then all of a sudden something goes on out here and it takes you away? Yeah. That's what I was in almost every single day. It felt like a roller coaster. It felt like a hamster wheel, like I was just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And it just was really not okay. Really not okay. I struggled with that for a long time. This way was different. This way was aligned. I learned how to be different. I learned how to do different. I learned how to get different results. So instead of letting the mindless chatter take over and send me to the bag of chips, because that's my thing, right? Bag of chips, bottle of wine, 12-pack of beer, didn't matter. Whatever I could put in me to take away what was going on in here, right? And the last one, I think I talked about running, where I was running miles and miles and miles and miles. It was obnoxious. It was obnoxious. I thought I was trying to lose weight. I thought I was trying to be healthy. I know I was running away from my problems. I would put in my earbuds and I would run and run and run and run until I couldn't run anymore. And I was running miles a week, a day, miles, miles, miles. And what I thought was going to create some healthiness for me didn't. started hurting more. My knees started really hurting. For those of you who don't know my knee story, I was 12 years old and I wrecked a bike and my kneecap was moved across the side. My leg was twisted. I have scars in the top of my leg where there was a chain that was embedded into my tissue and we had to remove it, right? It was a big deal. There was a lot of trauma around that. When I got home to the house, my mom got really mad because I was dirty on the couch and got upset with me, right? So you can imagine my knees hold a lot of story, a lot of pain. That came back when I started running. It never went away before that, but it really came back when I started running. The more I was trying to run away from things, the more I was running into more things. So my point here is all the things outside of me that I was trying to use to distract, to feel better, right? Chewing on the chips so I didn't hear my words, crying in the bathroom, shutting myself in closets so no one could hear me and see me. That created a lot of shame and guilt on top of that. Then that pain created more pain, right? So I was in this huge think, feel cycle, think, feel, think, feel, think, feel, think, feel, think, feel, think, feel, spin, 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 like a tornado, just kind of picking up everything. I imagine myself like a Tasmanian devil, just, just picking up all the junk as I'm running through. That's what it felt like. And now I don't have to do that. I can get present. I can see what the actual problem is, and I can change it. And what I thought was the problem for years, I realize now was simply my brain's conditioning. It wasn't real. But I didn't know that then. I really thought that whatever they were doing was a problem. I really thought my weight was a problem. I really thought my mom was a problem. My husband was a problem. My kids were the problem. I really did. I thought the people in my town were the problem. I thought my job was the problem. And the more I thought about those things, the more the problem rose in me and evolved, and the more painful it was. And after years and years and years and years of doing that, I decided I was done and I started doing this differently. And so now there's just a way of living and thinking that's so different. And because it works so well, I want to share it. It's important to me to share this work, to help generations heal, to stop pushing down information into the people coming into this world. See, the past is gone. It doesn't exist anymore, anywhere except for our brain and our memories. We bring it back over and over and over again. And then we say, oh, we want different, but we keep doing these same predictable patterns over here, right? We're still running this same course. Y'all, that road is deep. It's all we've driven our whole life. We don't know any different. So I want to help you plug in the GPS, update the software, realize that they've built a new road over here. We've never rode this road. We've never driven it. We didn't know. The GPS didn't even have it attached. We didn't even know it was there. I want to show you there's a new road. I want to help you get in a car and have a vehicle that brings you down that road with ease. Does anybody want that? Does anybody want life different? Do y'all want different? Are you happy where you are? Are you satisfied? Do you feel good? Do you want to do it different? Let me know. Let me know in the chats. Let me know. Raise your hand. Let me know. Talk to me. Let me know where you are. Sunny, you want to talk? You have your hand raised. I didn't know if you still had that raised from earlier, if you wanted to say something. Put in the chats if you do want to talk. Let's talk. I'm going to bring y'all on in a minute. Anybody that wants coaching on pain, mindless chatter, things and stuff going on. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Get you some coaching here in a second. This is an opportunity for you to do things different, to have a different reality, to create something that you have not ever experienced before. I did not know this was possible 10 years ago. I did not know this was possible 6 years ago. For the last 5 years or so, I have been living very differently. And it's fun, and it's easy, and it's different. And there were moments, I'm not going to lie, because that old part of me was there. But I've had a great support system and a great team to work with. And it's beautiful. The change has been beautiful. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to wake up in the morning. I like going to work. I enjoy doing things. I don't mind cleaning my house, right? That was a problem years ago. I couldn't do that before. This way of living is very different. And it's something you have not tried before, I promise. And so I want to offer it to you. I want to offer opportunity. I'm going to pause here in a moment, and I'm going to bring some people on. Put some people on that are going to get some coaching on mind, body work, and pain. It's going to be good. I have a couple openings left this week for consultations. I have 2 that I know for sure. I have a Tuesday morning. I have 3 left. Wednesday morning and a Wednesday night. I'm going to go ahead and put the links below this in the YouTube, so you'll have access to that. So you can just click the link and schedule right with me. I have some pretty amazing opportunities coming up. I have a course that I'm running in Self-Healing Masters called Ease and Flow. This course is pretty amazing. To be in this membership, it is only $99 a month. And you're going to get some crazy support like you've never got before. And I have a couple spots open for one-on-one. So if you want to do some deep dive, intense work, really, really work on yourself. If you're tired of putting yourself last, if you're ready to be just a little bit selfish with yourself, this is definitely for you. I encourage you to just fill out the form underneath here and let's have a consultation. They're complimentary. 30 minutes, me and you, just like this on Zoom. We talk about what's going on and we make a plan that works for you. And I have, again, multiple ways to work with me. So great for any budget, no matter where you are in life. I have a space that I can help you with. So if you feel led to release things that have been keeping you stuck, mentally, physically, emotionally, if they have been a pain point in your life, let's talk. I remember being there, and you don't have to stay stuck. Healing is a choice, and I can teach you how to conquer the pain that has burdened your life, kept you from exploring, having adventure, traveling, living. So if your job, your life, whatever has been altered due to pain, mental, physical, or emotional, let's have a conversation, because I can help you get somewhere different. And it's so worth it to be on this side of it than to be stuck where I was. Does anybody have questions for me that's on here? I'm going to open up YouTube real quick and see if anybody is putting questions there. And then I will bring you on for coaching. Does anybody else want coaching? I'm going to see how much time we got. Yeah, we got a little time left. So yeah. Okay. All right. Want to come on camera? Let me let you on. Oh, I just moved you. Sue. I'm going to have you unmute and turn on your camera.
Where is my?
You should have a little camera button. There you are. Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Just the same old story.
So we're just going to start with my problem is.
My problem is I feel like shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to close your eyes. Take a breath. What does shit feel like?
So it just feels like being nauseous, just like burning in my stomach, brain fog.
Do you feel any of that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you feel it at the most intensely?
In my stomach,
Mm-hmm.
and then in my throat, and in
Just
my
pick one spot. We'll pick one spot to focus on so that we don't get too distracted right now. So the stomach feels like?
the stomach just feels like it's churning.
Tell me what churning means to you.
Like it just feels like my whole insides are being like poisoned.
Okay. So I think my insides are being poisoned.
Yeah.
How does that feel when you think about that like that?
When I think about that like that, well, it just feels like I don't know how it just feels like it's just unfair.
Yeah. Stay right here with me. This is the mindless chatter, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It feels unfair. As if unfair is actually a feeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can see how the brain goes in and out of stuff, right? It's attaching meaning. It's giving meaning to this burning, this sensation in my body. What would it be like to just not attach meaning to it?
Mm-hmm.
Just notice that my body has a feeling.
Yeah. Well, I have been trying to do that this week. So I guess it just feels like my body's just being poisoned and I just gotta deal with it.
Yeah. So tell me about my body's being poisoned. Tell me where this comes from.
Well, I just don't know how else to explain it.
Okay. What's poisoning my body right now? Is there anything that you're noticing?
Well, I'm not noticing anything. Like just when I have the thoughts come in that like you're never going to be able to do anything or this is forever or something's wrong, I'm like, no. And I just like say like it's not. And I still like do things like get things done, but it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. So let's go to this is forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the brain says this could be forever.
Yes. But then I say no.
Right. But let's just play with it for a minute because we don't want to bypass. We don't want to just try to change the thought and make it something different because that doesn't actually work. We know that because affirmations don't work, right? Like we can't just stand in the mirror and be like, I'm beautiful, I'm thin, I'm young, like because we don't believe it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the same thing with this. And we know with energy, when things are really, really big. And the universe responds to the way we feel.
I
So
know.
thinking this is forever, it feels what hopeless, overwhelming. Like what's the actual sensation that comes up around that?
The sensation is it just feels like, yeah, maybe hopeless because, I try to keep my energy up. And then I'm like, why isn't it matching what I've been working on?
I'm trying to keep my energy up.
Yeah.
So in that space, I'm trying, I'm putting forth effort,
Yeah.
I'm doing this thing, right? And then I'm not getting the results I want. So instead of trying, I wonder if we can be being instead of trying, right? Because when I'm
Yeah.
trying, I'm sending a message to the universe that like I can't figure it out. I just got to keep trying. I got to keep trying and keep trying, right? This is so tricky with language. This is why I really work with people on their words and
Yeah.
understanding what we're saying, right? Because every time I say a word, it holds a vibration. Every time I think a thought, I feel a feeling. That feeling holds a vibration. That's what the universe is responding to. This feels hopeless. This feels overwhelming, right? So I'm going to get more of that over and over and over again. So we
Yeah.
have to come back to presence and go, is this forever? Like, is this really forever? And what is forever? Like, what is forever? Is there a timeline on forever? Is it so many years? Is it so many days? Is it so many hours? Like, what is
Yeah.
forever to you? Is it truly infinity? Is it beyond the grave? Like, what
I
is your
guess
definition of
just
forever?
just to the grave.
And so, how do I know factually that this could be forever?
Well, I don't. That's what I mean. I don't like when the thoughts, like, I know that I don't know. I don't know how to be when I'm feeling this way
Yeah.
because I can be happy, but this is where I'm stuck because I just don't know how to be whilst feeling this way. Like, I know it's not forever. I know, like, they're the thoughts coming
Yeah.
and it's okay. And I'm just been been noticing the thoughts and being like, oh, okay. And then writing it down. And I don't believe it's going to be forever. Like, they're the thoughts, but I don't know, like, how I should be in the pain and enjoy life.
Okay. What if we don't have to figure that out? What if there's
Yeah.
nothing to figure out, but rather embody, embrace, allow, surrender, accept, right? So there's different layers.
Hmm.
When we get to acceptance, we're in the clear. But it's hard to accept where we are when there's pain, right? It feels like a
Yeah.
catch-22. Like I can't
That's
be
where I'm
happy.
at.
Right, right.
So
So,
this is where I'm stuck at the
right.
moment because it's there. I'm separating the thoughts and now it's just being with what's happening and accepting.
Okay, okay. So what if we try to neutralize the belly right now?
Okay.
How would that feel for you?
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So there's some background noise. Do you have a TV or something on? Or the kids there?
Kids.
Okay, you or them.
Yeah, not me. It's just they're just
Okay, okay. I
one
just
of
want to
them.
make sure.
She's
I want
all
to make
right.
um so we can do a little bit of processing around the pain right now if you want to do that. Or we can just work on the mindset around it. You know, like what feels better for you? What do you need right now?
Maybe body work, but I'll move to another room. But then I don't know because it's like the acceptance bit is where I sort of get stuck. So I don't know what's better.
So I can't accept where I am because
Well, that's what I don't know.
so
Like,
what if you close your eyes and you get out of the head,
okay.
you drop into the body?
Okay.
What should I be instead?
Well, healthy,
Mm,
being like just stable, not always worrying about like how my body's feeling. So
okay,
that's a big one
okay.
because that's where all my energy's going.
Yeah. What does stable look like for you? Can you paint me that picture?
So stable is waking up and not feeling nauseous or wait. So waking up just calm, confident, can eat breakfast, can do things with my kids without thinking the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Can focus
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and just enjoy life.
What's the most important thing for you right now?
Most important thing is being able to wake up and be confident to enjoy spending time with my kids and going on adventures.
Okay.
Without worrying about, body feels.
Yeah. Confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So in daily life, where am I not feeling confident?
In health, in parenting, in new situations. Yeah.
Which one feels the heaviest?
Probably, I think just new situations of like the version I want to be.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd like to find some confidence in dealing with new situations.
Yeah.
What do you need to
I
trust that
need,
this is available for you?
I just need to feel like just good in my body.
Yeah. But can you see how your brain thinks if I feel good in my body, I'll have confidence. If I'm confident, I'll feel good in my body.
Yeah.
Right, right. So that tells me there's got to be an extra step that we're missing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, because when I am feeling good and stable, like I can handle anything. It's just, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So what's the difference when I'm good and stable to where I am right now?
Well,
Where am I not digesting life?
well, when the difference is when I'm good at stable, say I can go do the school pickup and not think like I'm going to pass out or, have hot flushes or be sick in the stomach. That's what comes up all the time. And I'm like, no, no, no. It's just digesting. I can't digest the fact that maybe I won't be that other version of myself.
So let's go there. What if I'm never that other version?
Well, then I just don't know. Like, I don't think there's a point of even trying anymore.
Stay right here. This is all we're avoiding. Let it be felt. I'm right here with you.
Yeah.
It never changes.
Yeah.
Big exhale. It's the fear, right?
Yeah.
Tell me the worst case scenario if this doesn't change for you.
Worst case scenario is I'll just be in this same spot for the rest of my life.
And that's a problem
Because it's not how I am.
right, right. So we know that this is an old identity.
Yeah.
It keeps sneaking up, triggering, right? And the fear of staying here creates more pain.
Yeah.
More indigestion. I can't digest if I stay here, right? So I think, feel. I think a thought, I feel a pain. I think a thought, I feel a pain. I think a thought, I feel a pain.
Yeah.
So the thoughts, this is forever, I'll stay here, this will never change. That's real.
Yeah.
And there's part of you that actually believes that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this conversation, right?
Yeah.
So we got to talk to that part. We got to talk to her.
Yeah.
Hey, what if I can change? What if
Yeah.
I can digest life? What if I get to feel all of this and be in it, and I don't have to be sick from it? What if I can allow it to move through my body, transition, change, be different, right?
Mm.
I want you to close your eyes with me and just put your hand on the belly, wherever you're feeling the most pain. Just make contact, point of contact, just bring some awareness. I see you, I feel you. I know you're there. I know you have a message for me. I hear you, body. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to acknowledge. I'm willing to stop saying I don't know and trust, right? I want you to describe this pain in your body right now, where your finger is touching me. What does it feel like?
It just feels like a swirling motion of just like just it's just like swirling motions of toxins. It feels like just
What
like
color are these toxins swirling around?
so they're like black and red.
Mm. How big is this swirl?
Like pretty big, like from one side to the other.
Okay. Can you tell me what shape it is, like what it looks like?
It's
Describe
just
it.
like an oval shape sideways.
Mhm. Okay. It's a sideways oval.
Yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how intense is it?
like an 8.
Okay. I wonder if we can start to cool it down.
Yep.
Just maybe bring in some coolness to it. So with your mind's eye, I want you to go in. You can get a water hose and hose it down. You can get an ice bucket. What do you want to do? What feels right for you? Do you want to jump in a cold pool?
Yeah, I think I just like have a jug and just tip it over
Yeah,
slowly.
so just a point of contact with one hand, just take the jug on the other hand and just slowly pour into the body. See if you can get it to cool down just a little bit, bringing in that coldness. Allowing that red and that black to just soften. Maybe we bring in a little bit of blue and white.
Hmm.
See if we can start letting the red and black, maybe it spirals out of the body. Right? Maybe we just watch it start to come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Letting it move through. Letting it come all the way out. Pouring the white and the blue back in. Playing with color here. Letting the colors kind of dance. Letting the red and black come out. Pouring in the coolness from the white and blue. Softening the belly, relaxing, filling into the sits bones, allowing the tension around the spine to soften and expand. From the sacral, using that yes, softening, softening. Just noticing. Has it dissipated any? Has it slowed down any? Has it softened any?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can be in my body and feel this and bring in neutrality. I can be in my body and feel this and bring in neutrality. I can do this over and over and over again. This is one of the few tools that we have. This is a few that we use of the many tools that we have. I guess we should rather say there's many tools, but this is just a few of the ones that you can use specifically for this. Bringing it all in, releasing what's not mine, bringing in what is, releasing what's not mine, allowing, trusting, surrendering. I don't need to try, I don't need to push, I don't need to do. I can be right here and create neutrality and get into that alignment. How does that feel for your nervous system?
Yeah, that feels like a lot better.
Yeah. So just take a moment, taking a couple breaths, releasing the need to know more. There you go. Keep breathing it out, exhaling. Watching it just pour out, release, move. I don't need to fix anything or do anything or push. I can just be here. Just like this. Big exhale, let that last little bit soften. Pull it all the way to the back body. See if you can soften that low back as well. I feel a little bit of tension in the low to mid back still. Maybe it's even a wiggle side to side for the spine. I'm safe to be in all of this in my body. Even when my brain starts rattling thoughts, my body knows what to do. If I can drop into the body and out of the mindless chatter, I can do life different. So just keep moving the body, wiggling the spine side to side. Maybe you do like a little snake. Just kind of moving the energy. Feeling the feet on the ground, feeling the sit bones connected, letting the head just be airy, going wherever it wants to go. Releasing anything that's left there. Maybe even just giving our body a little tap, love. Maybe a squeeze of the arms feels good. Just squeezing the toes, rubbing the hands together. Maybe we create some heat in the palms now. And just hold them up at the heart center. And just gratitude for the body. I'm not my past experiences, not these stories. I deserve peace and happiness and confidence. And I'm willing to do whatever I need to get there. Big exhale, softening a little bit more into those hips. Relax under the rib cage now, letting that fall through. There you go, there you go, there you go. And when you're ready, come back with your eyes open. There you go.
That was nice.
Chatter. The brain's crazy, right? So crazy. It just comes in and takes over and brings us into this whole loop, this rabbit hole, shows us all the scary things. But when we can get present, we can come back here. Now you can take an action step. Now you can do life differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a bucket of tools. You know what to do.
Yeah.
How's that feel for you?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm going to do that exercise.
Yeah.
A lot. It's a good one.
It's recorded. It's on YouTube for you. You can watch it as much as you want.
Yeah, no, very good.
And it was probably 15 minutes, like it wasn't hours and hours that we were under. Just a quick little short.
Yeah. I think I'll replace that with my like morning meditation and just put that in. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea for you.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have questions for me? Comments, questions? Do you want to know more? Do you want to do this again? I have, again, those couple openings this week where I will be available for consultations, and I will be available to work with you. Have some openings coming up. So if you have wanted to be with me as a client and have just not been sure where to start or what to do, I want to offer you a safe space to do a consultation. And we have so much that we can do, so many different ways that we can get you into a space of healing to where the anxiety, the pain does not have to take you out. So beginning in next week, actually this exact time, next Monday, I start the Ease and Flow course in Self-Healing Masters. And I am so excited to bring you this. Thanks. I think you're pretty amazing too. But we're going to do this work as a group, or we can do it privately, very intensely. And so, yeah, let's just hang out for 30 minutes and talk. Let's just see where you are. Let's see where you are in your journey of pain, anxiety. And if you need some help, if you need some support, it's what I do. So reach out. You don't have to stay in pain. You can conquer this. And I have all the tools to help you get there. My own chronic pain journey was very intense and long. And that is why I'm so committed to helping others do this work at this point, because I remember what it was like to be there, and it is not fun. And so I get it. I get it. And I know there's a way out. And I know it's available. And so no matter what budget you're in, no matter what kind of commitment you can make, we have a space for you. And I'm just happy to be a part of this community that can help people get there. So let's talk soon. Let's connect. Oh, I love you too. You're so fun. Thank you. All right. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I'll be around to answer them. And this is going to go up in YouTube. It's live right now. So we'll see what happens. Follow me, subscribe to the channel. Let's heal. Healing's a choice and it's available. And I can help you get there. So If you feel stuck, let's talk. Everybody have a beautiful night.